started. Looks like everyone is on board, pilot. Let's get out of here.
All right, appreciate you tuning in. Here we are, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and we are going to get episode number, what is this? 137, maybe? Yeah, we got episode number 137 coming up now. So appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate the love and support. We're going to get Beyond ATC loaded up here. We already have NeoFly.
Beyond ATC connected.
And we're going to be departing from EYPA, which is over in Lithuania. We're going to be landing in EPSC, which is in Poland. So first time flying in Poland. Should be a good one here. We're going to check to see if we can get the weather update, which we can, which is 127.8005.
5 knots. Ceiling and visibility okay. Temperature 20 degrees. 2.15 degrees. QNH1022. Landing and departing runway 01. Transition level 050. Numerous cranes in operation around Palanga. Advise on initial contact you have information Zulu. Palanga Airport information Zulu. 09 for 8 Zulu. Surface wind variant.
All right, so we don't need a push, so we just need startup only. So let's go ahead and request that.
Cheyenne Air November 11361, ramp 1, request startup.
Cheyenne Air November 11361, startup approved. Call when ready for taxi.
Wilco, startup approved. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
All right, so we're just missing the departure and the destination airport here. So we're going to go ahead and add those in. So we are looking at EYPA is our origin. And then I guess it doesn't show up here for some reason. We're going to put in EPSC for a destination. We'll hit execute. Distance should be like 277 nautical miles. It looks like the legs we got. We're departing from runway number 1. It's going to be value V with a BEZMI intersection or waypoint. And we're going to be looking at LTU-1B for runway number 31. And then let's hit execute there. And if we go back to the flight plan or go to the legs, we got a discontinuity there, which we can fix. I think we can fix that one. All right, let's go to previous here. So we're going to that, B and Z. Alright, there you go. So we are all started up. We got our flight plan all situated. We're going to start with an altitude here of 20,000. And we'll adjust it once we get ATC instructions. And we'll go ahead and request taxi.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Taxi for departure.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Taxi to holding point Alpha. Runway 01 via Charlie.
Taxi to holding point Alpha. Runway 01 via Charlie. Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
Alright, we're going to do 15 degrees of flaps here, release our parking brake, and we're going to go ahead and bust out of here. We're going to find taxiway Charlie, which is right here. And then we're going to run down the runway and turn around. But we're going to hold short there first. We're going to get IFR clearance.
Palanga Tower, Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
Probably should have done that
Cessna
first.
Citation Shower. Request IFR clearance to Goleniów Airport. Information Zulu.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Palanga Tower. Clear to Goleniów via the Val of 1 Alpha departure. Runway 01 Climb via sit to flight level 260. Squawk 564 tree.
Cleared to Goleniów via the Val of 1 Alpha departure. Runway 01. Climb via sit to flight level 260. Squawk 5643. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Read back correct. Call me back when ready for start or taxi.
Roger that. Cheyenne Air November 11361. Cheyenne Air November 11361. Holding short, runway 01.
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Palanga Tower. Wind variable 5 knots. Runway 01. Cleared for takeoff.
Runway 01. Cleared for takeoff. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
All right, we got clear for takeoff and flight level 26,000 feet. That's 260. And we got winds at 5 knots. We're going to turn around here. Runway 10, or not 1001. We're going to go ahead and take off here. Retract our landing gear, get rid of our flaps.
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Contact Vilnius Control 132.275.
Center on 132.275. Cheyenne Air November 11361. Vilnius Control, Cheyenne Air November 11361. Passing 5,000 feet climbing to flight level 260.
Cheyenne Air November 11361, Vilnius Control, good day, identified, continue climb to flight level 260.
Continue climb to flight level 260. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Ryan Air 61 Charlie Bravo, contact Warsaw Control 127.45. Contact Warsaw Control 127.45, Ryan Air 61 Charlie Bravo. Air Baltic 8 Foxtrot X-ray. Descend via star to 2,500 feet. QNH1021.
Descend west out to 2,500 feet, QNH1021, Baltic 8 Foxtrot X-ray.
It seems like we got a clear day here. We're surpassing 18,000 feet right now. Headed over to 260, which is
Baltic
26,000.
Foxtrot X-ray. Contact Riga Control 128.0. Bye-bye.
Send on 128.0, Baltic 8 Foxtrot X-ray.
Lot 785. Cleared Comet 1 Lima arrival. Runway 26.
Cleared Comet 1 Lima arrival, runway 26, lot 785.
Dreamland 3328. Descend via star to 5,000 feet. QNH1020.
Descend via star to 5,000 feet, QNH1020, Dreamland 3328.
Lufthansa 890. Cleared after 2 Victor arrival. Runway 36.
Cleared after 2 Victor arrival, runway 36, Lufthansa 890.
Dreamland 3328. Contact Vilnius approach 123.855.
Contact Vilnius approach 123.855, Dreamland 3328.
Lufthansa 890. Descend via star to 2,500 feet. QNH1021.
Descend via star to 2,500 feet, QNH1021, Lufthansa 890.
Lufthansa 890. Contact Riga Control 128.0.
Center on 128.0, Lufthansa 890.
JNN November 11361. Climb flight level 380.
Oh, that's us. They want us to go to 38,000.
Climb flight level 380. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Vilnius Control Pobeda 6832. Flight level 297. Pobeda 6832. Vilnius Control. Good day. Identified. Climb flight level 370. Climb flight level 370. Pobeda 6832. Lot 785. Contact Riga Control 128.0.
Contact Riga Control 128.0, lot 785.
Vilnius Control Sunny Sky Zulu Lima passing flight level 187 descending to 5,000 feet.
Sunny Sky Zulu Lima. Vilnius Control. Identified.
Alright, we should be making a slight left-hand turn here, just momentarily looking at our flight plan here. So we departed from EYPA over in Lithuania, and we are flying over the Baltic Sea here.
Whiskey Papa. Contact Riga Control 128.0.
And we're
Center
gonna,
on 128.0, Turkish 7 Whiskey Papa.
and we're going to be headed over into Poland. So this is our left-hand turn. Oh, and if I can get this off. So we're currently at 28.4 million. We actually have a couple of extra pilots here. So we got Grizzly and King Kong, and they are flying in the Boeing 747-100. And they're currently in the air, headed over to VVTS, doing a airline passenger flight here. So they are flight level, or flight certified F, in order to fly a Boeing.
Sky Zulu Lima. Contact Vilnius approach 123.855.
Contact Vilnius approach 123.855, Sunny Sky Zulu Lima.
Nice. So there's our
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Cleared Hilltop 1 Bravo arrival. Runway 31.
Alright, that was us.
Cleared LTUB 1 Bravo arrival. Runway 31. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Report ready for descent.
Wilco, Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Descend to flight level 100.
Really?
Descend to flight level 100. Cheyenne Air November
I mean,
11361.
we're not really ready to descend yet. But okay. So they want us to go down to 10,000 feet. That's pretty early.
Vilnius Control, Croatia 487, passing flight level 219, descending to 3,000 feet.
Croatia 487. Vilnius Control. Identified. Cheyenne Air November 11361. Contact Kaliningrad Control 123.7.
Center on 123.7. Cheyenne Air November 11361. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Kaliningrad Control, Cheyenne Air November 11361. Passing flight level 350. Descending to flight level 100.
They're going to tell us to go back to...
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Kaliningrad Control. Identified.
I guess not. Yeah, we still have 217 nautical miles to go, so very surprised that they have us going down to 10,000, but it's what it is, and we'll keep going. So we're going to go ahead and pause the video here, and maybe when we reach 10,000, I'll unpause it and see what we're looking at as we approach Poland, but for now, I will see you in about, I don't know, 2 seconds. Alright, welcome back. We got some ATC stuff going on here, so we're going to reply back to that and acknowledge our instructions, and you'll get the picture here.
QNH1023, expect the ILS approach runway 31. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Alright, so we're expecting runway 31. They also gave us instructions on to descend down to 3,500.
Croatia 487. Contact Warsaw Control 127.45. Have a good day.
Contact Warsaw Control 127.45, Croatia 487.
JNN November 11361. Contact Warsaw Control 127 decimal for 5.
Center on 127.45. Cheyenne Air November 11361. Have a good day. Warsaw Control, Cheyenne Air November 11361. Passing flight level 082. Descending to 3,500 feet.
Wizz Air 2 Juliet Alpha, cleared Rarup Tree Papa arrival, runway 23.
Cleared Rarup Tree Papa arrival, runway 23, Wizz Air 2 Juliet Alpha.
Lot 3 Victor Charlie, cleared Sorex 6 uniform arrival, runway 33.
Cleared Sorex 6 uniform arrival, runway 33, Lot 3 Victor Charlie.
JN Air November 11361, Warsaw Control, identified. Lot 3 Victor Charlie, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Lot 3 Victor Charlie.
Lot 3 Victor Charlie, descent to flight level 120.
Descent to flight level 120, Lot 3 Victor Charlie.
Lot 3 Victor Charlie, descend via star to 4,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Descend via start to 4,000 feet, QNH 1020, Lot 3 Victor Charlie.
Alright, looks like runway 31 sits at 306 degrees. So we're going to go ahead and adjust our VOR here.
Lot for November Juliet, descend via star to 3,500 feet, QNH 1023.
Descend via start to 3,500 feet, QNH 1023, Lot 4 November Juliet.
Lot for November Juliet, QNH 1023, expect the ILS approach runway 31.
QNH 1023, expect the ILS approach runway 31, Lot 4 November Juliet.
Alright, we got somebody else going to ILS runway number 31, so wonder how far out they are. Let's see if we can bring that up. They are lot 4NJ. Where they are? Oh, there they are. So, yeah, they're ahead of us here. So, no worries there. We're coming up to altitude shortly. Airspeed still looks good. Since we're below 10,000 feet, we got to maintain less than 200.
Altitude.
Finnair 8 Papa Yankee. Contact Kaliningrad Control 123.7.
Contact Kaliningrad Control 123.7, Finnair 8 Papa Yankee, good day.
All right, leveling out. We're going to increase our throttle just a little bit. Watch our airspeed that we don't hit out or don't max out at 200. Alright, we'll go ahead and pause the video here and we'll resume back once we get further instructions and get a little closer. We're still 153 nautical miles out, so till then, I'll see you then. Alright, so here we are. We're cruising at 199 knots, which is just under the threshold there of 200, since we are below 10,000 feet. We are about 18 nautical miles out from our next waypoint here, which is BE. What is this? BEZ MI or M1. And then our next waypoint here to hit is ELTUB, so LTUB, and that's 82.2 nautical miles out. So we're just going to be cruising here over Poland at 3,500 feet. Cruise speed just hit 200. We're going to go ahead and reduce our throttle just a percentage there.
Sweden Control 118.0.
Center 118.0, Finnair 98 Juliet.
Flying through just a little bit of clouds here. Nothing too much to worry about. So we got a nice little low flight here over Poland. We're going to be making our right-hand turn in 13 miles here. So far our flight plan is intact here. We're on page 1 of 3. And all of this is just, 5 miles, 7 miles, 4 miles. So once we finish LTUB, which is 82 nautical miles, everything is just little bits and clips here to get us to runway number 31.
Wizard 2 Juliet Alpha, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Wizard 2 Juliet Alpha.
Wizard 2 Juliet Alpha, descent to flight level 110.
Descent to flight level 110, Wizard 2 Juliet Alpha.
Sun Turk 5 Yankee Delta, contact Sweden Control 118.0. Have a good day.
Center on 118.0, Sun Turk 5 Yankee Delta, have a good day.
Freebird 221, contact Sweden Control 118.0.
Contact Sweden Control 118.0, Freebird 221.
Wizard 2 Juliet Alpha, contact Bremen Radar 125.8.
Central 125.8, Wizard 2 Juliet Alpha, good day.
All right, here comes our right-hand turn. And that was it. Nothing too crazy, but we're just going to go ahead and enjoy the land here over Poland. And once we get a little bit closer to our next waypoint here, LTUB, we will go ahead and unpause it at that point. So right now we're currently 80 nautical miles out, and we'll see you just in a little bit. All right, we'll go ahead and unpause it here since we are 34 nautical miles out. Our flight plan has a turn coming up just momentarily here, and then we're going to be landing over runway number 31. So we are approaching ETUB, which is our waypoint here. And 2.2 miles out. All right, we're still cruising at 197 knots. We'll go ahead after we make our turn here. We'll probably get some radar communication, and then we will do flaps and landing gear and land over in runway EPSY. All right, our turn has been initiated. Looking at our flight plan here, SC 532 is our next waypoint here, and we're 6 miles out. We did not miss any radar communication here. So Cheyenne Air, November 11361 or 11361 is our call sign. So that's what we're waiting for. We're 25 miles out. 4.3 miles out. Take a small right-hand turn, followed by our big 90-degree angle turn.
KNN November 11361. Cleared direct Zocheck. Cross Zocheck at or above 3,500 feet. Cleared ILS approach runway 31.
Cleared direct Zosek. Cross Zosek at or above 3,500 feet. Cleared ILS approach runway 31. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Alright, there is our ZOCEK. And we need to clear that at or above 3,500 feet. And we're cleared for ILS runway approach 31. So we're going to go ahead and, at this point, we're going to go ahead and get some flaps going, retract our landing gear here. We'll increase the airspeed or engine output to counteract the drag. There's our turn. SC 521 is our next waypoint. And then we should be at runway 31.
Red nose for 336. Contact Sweden Control 118.0. Bye-bye.
Center on 118.0. Red nose 4336. Have a good day.
So we're 10 miles or 9.7 miles out from the airport, 4.2 from the waypoint.
Ryanair 6503. Contact Gdansk approach 133.66.
We got the
Contact Gdansk
airport
approach
and runway in sight.
133.66, Ryanair 6503.
And they're not leaving us room because I'm pretty sure we're going to have to change radar frequencies to the tower. And we got the airport and runway in sight.
Air November 11361. Contact section tower 121.255.
Contact Tower 121.255. Cheyenne Air November 11361. Szczecin Tower, Cheyenne Air November 11361. ILS approach runway 31.
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Szczecin Tower. Wind 360 degrees, 8 knots. Runway 31 cleared to land.
Runway 31 cleared to land. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
All right, we're going to go ahead and hit the air brakes here. Just pump them up a little bit just so that we can get a little lower here.
Autopilot.
Take full control. Get our descent down just a little bit faster here. We're going to go full flaps to try to keep our speed down. Wind's coming in from right to left, right behind us. All right, so 35 degrees of flaps. Speed at 118, we're looking good. Nice clear day. Speed's still looking good. Gonna pull up. Runway 31. There's the windsock. And a nice smooth landing here.
We have touchdown. Contact ground for your parking assignment and
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Exit right at Alpha.
Exit right at Alpha. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
All right, there's taxiway Alpha.
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Request taxi to company ramp.
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Taxi to ramp 23 via Alpha.
Taxi to ramp 23 via Alpha. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Alright, so not too bad. We're here. We're just going to go ahead and release our parking brake and head on over to parking. Nice. There is the plane that was in the air that landed just before us. That LOT. I think it was like N1 or something. We'll go ahead and park right there. Look at that. We'll go to outside here. Actually, let's go back inside the airport or airplane. And we'll go ahead and shut down our engines to get NeoFly initiated here. And then we'll get our thumbnail here. We'll do that.
Transporter, disembarking of passengers can begin.
So 127 was
Transporter
our
from
landing.
dispatch. Everyone is on the bus. Check that they haven't forgotten anything. Have a nice day.
So we're looking pretty good. So appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate the love and support as always. We'll see you on the next one.